Back at the shop for, I guess, the last tractor for a while, Roger. Yeah, well, that's just the little spring tooth right there. But Super A, let's show you what we're working on here. This is one of the two tractors that Stan donated to the channel, and I let Roger have this one, and or Stan did. And long story short, it had, you would never know it, but it had just a very small weep on the block, and Roger mixed some stuff up and fixed it, and it has not leaked, you know, ever since. Of course, it's a siphon system, so it don't have a lot of pressure on it to start with.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
Yeah, it's a siphon.
No,
but it's been wonderful. So what we plan on doing is putting some arms that he had, I guess, off the 100 on here.
30.
No, it'd be the 100, the 130 arms you left on there.
Yeah.
The front arms, yeah. So the front arms on the 100, and we don't have to change this. This is the same that was on the 130. So we don't have to change that. That's a good thing. And then all we got to do is put this planting stuff in here. And this is a cold planter.
Called a duplex.
Called a duplex planter. And I guess, honestly, guys, it's not a belly planter because it's going to, I keep calling it a belly planter. And it's not a belly planter. It's going to go up under the rear, albeit it's going to be real close to the back seat back there. So, but we'll show you what it takes to mount it on there and get it going and have a planting tractor here. Don't you think we need to spray them a little bit, Roger?
Yeah, I would. It's better on the tap.
Yeah.
We're not going in dry.
So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to tap these holes here.
Clean the threads out.
Clean the threads. Not actually tap them, but we're going to clean the threads on them. And so that's what we're going to do now. It's probably enough grease in that hole.
That bowl won't ever rust.
Did this thing have anything on the bottom here? Something holding the mower up?
Yeah, the bracket for the
mower?
Mm-hmm.
I see that these bolts are painted red, but I don't think they're International. International usually had some markings on their bolts.
I think it could have been something that came. Well, the mower was an International mower.
This top one here is probably going to be the worstest one. All right, guys, we finally got them tapped. And so these studs have to come out here because there's going to be a bolt to go in here. So we got to get these studs out, this one and this one. And I'm kind of hoping that these threads, I didn't clean them or spray them because I'm kind of hoping they'll catch the dirt and pull that stud on out. We've got these tapped. That took a little bit. The top ones never had nothing in it, so they were rusted pretty bad with dirt. But I'll tell you more about it when I get up. I'm pretty sure it looks pretty weird with me laying down. That holds the front of the planter?
Yes. Start this.
Is that
Wait a
kind
minute, I did you wrong. I did you wrong. Pull that back out. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Forget that.
Wait a minute.
Too many places for pins and bolts to go here. All right, we'll let that dangle for a minute.
Okay. Guys, that right there, what Sammy has his hand on is kind of like the draft link bar for the planter. Is it at an angle like that, or is the lift just down?
It should be. Well, We may ought to crank it and raise it this.
Just see what it does.
Make sure we're not supposed to be on those back two studs. I don't know what happened to all the hand cranks. About every one of these tractors got a place to hold them.
I ain't never cranked one with that long of a hand crank. Guys, this cross piece for the planter, we had it up here, but Roger took a look at the 130 and it needed to go back to the second hole, so we had to take a couple more of these studs out. I will tell you, I would hate to think that I did not have that impact for real. I know we kid about it a lot, and you know, kid about the D-walk versus snap-on, but I would hate to think I didn't have that impact to do that. Roger, just looking at that bolt right there, or this stud, that stud right there is factory. Look at the black paint on it.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe it's ever been out, ever.
No, probably not.
I'm going to use that for one of the studs to put the feet in. We were talking about this black paint here, how clean those threads were. We're going to use that for one of these.
All right.
Oh, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You said it goes in this one, huh?
You got the bolt?
Yeah, I'm sure I do somewhere. You didn't ask me to produce it. I'd say that looks about right. All right, we're just gonna run these up and just bump them a little bit. Plenty tight. I like the studs that have a little bit of a separation between the threads, Roger.
Yeah.
Some of these studs is just straight from what you call it, the course. I think both sides just a little bit, maybe. Get it in
I don't
there.
know, because you ain't gonna be able to bend it up in here in this area. So I made it to fit that other tractor. I could trim that off and re-weld it.
We're burning my camera lens up. Roger, didn't sound like bacon to me.
What'd it sound like?
It wasn't bacon. Perfect. Look at there.
Uh-oh. Ain't going over.
Roger, can you give me one of those, the back feet, one of those back feet?
You want the one on the side you're on now?
Yeah, I can flip it over if I want to try the other side. I think it's more the bolt than anything. I could probably tap it on the end with the brass hammer. All right, good. Just a little tight spot. Now, let me snug it just a little bit. Got any of them fancy clips that went in that hole?
Oh yeah.
Because I do have a little bit of what I call wayward slack, Roger, where this thing will slide this way about almost a ½ inch, because you remember my clip thing is on the end here. I started to buy some at the farm show. You know how they had a tent set up with all kinds of little tools and
Yeah.
It was a plastic tray like this. They had a plastic tray like this with different ones in there. But it had some vice grips. I mean, big, just some that I'd never seen. All right, we need to tighten these up. 15/16
Bag of clips.
or 2 American Standard adjustable wrenches.
Farmall wrenches.
These are not metric. These are standard adjustable wrenches. Okay, Sammy?
Metric would be like kilometers, right?
Well, they're just not metric. They won't work on a metric bolt.
Oh.
Yeah, these adjustables, they only work on American Standard. See, if you have a metric right there, it won't go up on there.
Keep pulling your leg.
Sammy.
I get it now if it's adjustable. I've heard this joke a million times at our house, but for some reason tonight it ain't clicking.
You're not going to be the one to go get blinker fluid, are you?
No. That one.
Or exhaust manifold gaskets? No, exhaust manifold bearing. Which you can make an
Muffler burn.
Huh?
Muffler burn.
Yeah, but you can make an argument that if somebody said, you know, exhaust manifold bearing, turbo. You can make an argument for a turbo on the exhaust.
Well.
They ain't got a bearing in there.
Oh yeah.
Right, but it's right there at the exhaust manifold, ain't it?
Turbo bearing.
I know, but you could still say, well, I know where there's a bearing at on the exhaust manifold.
Probably half the people in the United States you could go with the muffler burn.
Yeah. All right, Sammy. We got to get this pulled up under the tractor. I don't think it's going to be too hard now, Roger. I swear, I think we had them right there.
Well, where is it supposed to go now?
We'll wind up taking this off, but I swear I think we had them right there, Roger. I was just seeing which one was easier to take off, because we can put an adjustable on this side because it's got a bolt through it. So we can put an adjustable on that side and hold it. And then I'll hit it with the impact on this side. You know what? We need to move them anyway to make it look right.
Right now.
Oh man, that wasn't even no fun. Sammy, this one's bent ever so slightly.
Gotta buy a new one.
These chains is gonna go right here.
Oh, okay.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4. I see marks on the 4th one.
Okay.
You wanna go to that one?
Again?
Yep. Back to what me and Roger was getting ready to do, which was lift this up and put it here. Don't worry about the Carter, just
Okay.
oh well, that's all right. Look, Roger, it's holding off one side. There you go. Yeah. Beautiful. That planer is a lot heavier than you think it is.
Oh yeah. Whole lot of cast metal there.
Beautiful. Okay guys, we are kind of, I don't know, I ain't gonna say sad, but Well, I think we're done this week with messing with stuff. We'll probably mess with that tiller next week one day. I got to work some later evenings in Raleigh. I know probably Monday and Tuesday. So I don't know, but the tiller's not gonna be that bad. Hopefully me and Roger just zip some points off and zip some points back on. Hopefully we won't be getting as dirty as we are now. I don't know that we got this dirty working on the other vehicle. There you go, Roger, that's you. So I don't think we got as dirty working on the Super 8 engine as we got on this. Those drop down housings was pretty oily, but that's okay. I keep finding parts. We're trying to put up all the parts too. Keep finding parts. Who wants to see the planter go up and down? Y'all want to see me crank this thing again? Some of y'all might have missed it earlier in the video. So this is not the hand crank for Farmall 140. It's about 12 inches too long. But it is the right size and it does seem to work. See how much longer that is? You should be about right here on a Farmall hand crank. Oh, I usually get them the first one. So, go back there in the back. Close the rear. Let that planter down like that. And that front will level it up. And there she goes. Now my camera just about died on me, on my phone. So I had to charge it up. And while we were charging it, guys, and you've seen us do this with my 140, so I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but we did put these arms, these came off of that 100. We did put these arms on here, and Roger thinks he has some arms here. I know I have some short ones. I don't have no long ones, and I'm pretty sure he has short ones. Just a matter if we had long ones. This is the bar. I call it the center link planter bar. This is what was leveling it up right here. But it's not a belly planter. It's right behind the tractor planter. Because he can turn right around and just see that seed real easy, where my hopper is way back here. But it's a little cold duplex planter. I don't know what I may call this video, mounting a cold duplex to a Super A. We did find it funny that the drop down housings, he made this bar for that Farmall 130, and it was short. It was, the Farmall 130 is a little wider right there, so we had to shorten it up about a 1/4 inch. So that's the welding you've seen there. And so I appreciate everybody watching these whole big series of videos. Like I said, I'm not saying we won't ever work on tractors again. We will. Hopefully one day we'll tap Roger's potential for the transmission on my 140, because I really want to get into that transmission. And I don't know, we may get into the engine a little bit too, just really to give it a good, I'm not looking to parade ready restore it, but I would love to get it what I call just good farm working order. You guys know my feelings on that. I've always been working order more than anything. But so get a lot of comments about Roger being my neighbor. So we were talking about that the other day, guys. Something you got to realize, and I never really mentioned it on video with Roger, I have known him since I was probably 13 years old, and I'm sure he knew me when I was born. Now, I didn't start coming up here till I was 13, 14, maybe 15. He would come pick us up from school sometimes and pull the bike up. And his dad, I would cut land for Roger, cut land with his dad, and, you know, just kind of farm together. His dad helped me out with stuff, and his dad actually helped me out with my 140. So we're not really neighbors. We're kind of like family. I've eat dinner with his grandma. Golly, that's some good dinners too, boy. That
I
corn,
miss 'em.
man,
I
that
miss 'em.
corn and stuff. And so I wanted to tell you all that because I didn't want you to think Roger was just a neighbor. It's not like that. I mean, it's just, you know, whether you call it a brother or a dad, it's certainly not a cousin. Cousin's too far apart.
Family.
But yeah, I just known him all my life. And just, Roger's always been here for me. So anyway, the verse of the video. Hold on, Roger. We'll tell everybody about it. The whole time I was telling you about family, Sammy didn't have Roger on film. All right, verse of the video, Sammy.
Philippians 1:21. For me to live is Christ, and to die is gain.
All right, good deal. God bless you. We'll see y'all.
Have a good one.